Good evening, fellow YouTube modelers. This is going to be my new series of short videos. I'm going to try to keep them under 5 minutes, generally 3 to 4 minutes at a time. I found that the longer videos tend to get boring after a while. But anyway, let's get right down to business. The first on here is my Kenworth W925 in 1/25th scale by AMT. This is a reissue. I believe it was from 2017, maybe early 2018. But anyway, it comes packaged in vintage box art as the Watkins truck. It's red, white, and blue, I think, or maybe just red and white. But anyway, I'm doing mine in the very dark metallic blue body and cab with the gray Apache stripe package, and then it's got the dark blue frame, and I've got the Cummins in it. It's been slightly weathered. This was actually being built as what's commonly referred to as a glider kit, which was common in the 70s and 80s, where basically you went to the dealer and you bought a brand new truck, cab, frame, and front axles, all ready to go. All you had to do is take the engine, transmission, suspension, and rear axles off your existing truck, either from a wreck or a retired truck, or you could go to a salvage yard and buy the parts, or you could buy new parts from your preferred part supplier. But more times it was usually the owner would take his existing truck and he would take his old engine, refurb the engine, refurb the axles, and put that under his glider kit. But anyway, so that's why the frame looks new, but the engine is slightly weathered because the engine is used, even though the frame isn't. And same as suspension. Suspension is actually black versus the blue frame, and then the axles are white because that was something that they did for some reason. A lot of times they painted the axles white. That was something common in those days. Kenworth, Peterbilt, a lot of the manufacturers, they actually would get the engines in and they would paint the engine white, even though it comes from Cummins already painted tan, but for any reason they painted them white, and same with the axles on some. But anyway, that's the Kenworth. You can see the stripes are I started the stripes on the other side. These on the fenders are actually one continuous stripe, as you can see on this decal sheet here at the bottom. It's just one single white stripe. You have to cut it down. But these decals are made by Jerry from modeltruckin.com. But that's the Kenworth. We'll see you next Sunday night for an update. Thanks for checking in.